The all-seeing eye, the eye of God, the eye of providence, the evil eye, the eye in the sky. This symbol is as old as writing itself and evolved over time, giving us the circle or eye within the triangle. Let's examine the occulted origins of this powerful symbol. We'll start with the triangle. Before it was a simple triangle, the eye rested inside of a pyramid. The eye in the pyramid remains popular as a form today. But if we go back further in time, the pyramid was depicted as being unfinished, with the eye suspended directly above it. You see, the one symbol, the eye within the triangle, used to be two symbols which were merged. The eye is commonly known as the eye of God or the eye of providence. It's always placed high in the sky, often encircled with clouds or beams of light. The eye in the sky is often mistakenly assumed to be the sun or the moon, but because the sun and the moon are often portrayed on either side of the eye, it must be something else entirely. Going further back in time, we find that before it was depicted as an eye, it was commonly seen as a wheel in the sky. This wheel typically had an inner circle with 4 spokes jetting out from it, touching or exceeding the outer circle. The spokes of the wheel, or lashes of the eye, were often seen as rays or beams of light. So far, we've deduced that the eye represents a circular object with light coming from it high in the sky. Before we continue, let's take a look at that pyramid. As mentioned, the symbol of the pyramid was nearly always that of one unfinished. Simply put, the top was always missing. That's because it's not a building. It's a volcano. But not just any volcano, a plasma volcano. The word pyramid literally means light inside. Located at the magnetic North Pole, a black mountain 33 miles around is depicted on many ancient maps. On some maps, the mountain is called Rupas Nigra, which translates into a very steep black cliff, or more loosely translated, tall black mountain. This mountainous black cliff is the origin of every archetypal mountain of the gods, from Olympus to Meru to Sinai. This is no ordinary volcano. It's a plasma volcano. It isn't filled with lava. Instead, it's an opening, a bottomless pit, an extensive cave leading to deep within the earth. It lies dormant every other eon, waiting for the electromagnetic polarity of the earth to reverse. Once this happens, electromagnetic turbulence shoots up from within Mother Earth, a beam of bluish-white plasma touching the sky for all to see for ages to come, until the next pole reversal when the beam retracts back within the Earth. In Jules Verne's Journey to the Center of the Earth, the entrance to the inner Earth was a volcano in the middle of an island. In Jain, Buddhist, and Hindu cosmology, Mount Meru, sometimes referred to as Sumeru or other variations, is often depicted as a mountain with what appears to be plasma or light bursting out of the top. This beam of light would touch the vault of the heavens and could be seen most places on Earth. The rushing plasma from within the Earth magnetizes the surrounding volcano, creating an invisible magnetic shield bubble around the large black mountain. If true, it stands to reason that this is why all compasses point to the black magnetic mountain. The plasma from within Rupas Nigra stretches into the sky towards the eye as a central column. Plasma that doesn't escape the magnetic field of the mountain conforms to the invisible magnetic force that's surrounding it, giving what appear to be legs of an emerging cosmic stick figure. The same happens high up in the atmosphere near the top of the beam, giving it arms. And in between the column of light, occasional turbulence and instabilities branch off from the main beam, adding to its changing anthropomorphic details. In short, this light in the sky was the archetypal imagery for countless religions, beliefs, legends, and myths across time. The column of plasma is located directly under the 2 circles of light in the sky. In this video, we'll assume that the sky is domed with a physical barrier, at least 2, as ancient cosmologies worldwide agree. But the idea can be worked out with the modern academic theory as well. Now imagine you are standing at Mount Meru looking straight up into the circles in the sky. The larger outer circle is a hole in the inner dome. The hole is the result of the atmospheric pressure of the entire world being relieved during the neutral point of the last polarity shift. The relief and pressure blew a hole in the sky directly above the center of the world. The second, smaller circle is the new, recently made hole further away at the top of the second dome. Beyond the second dome, or within the magnetosphere in modern academics, the sky is surrounded by electromagnetic flowing plasma. Research indicates that it's likely ionized hydrogen or something similar, which gives it a magenta-like color in the red spectrum. The magnetic shield around the world is what keeps the plasma at bay. But when that magnetic barrier disappears, the plasma can be seen entering into our world. First, from within the small inner circle shooting out in the four directions on its way to the surface of our world. But when the plasma reaches the limits of the second larger hole, strong swirling winds caused by atmospheric depressurization worldwide cause the plasma to bend, following the winds of a tempest. This creates the so-called eye in the sky and a multitude of other religious and spiritual symbols, all of which pay homage to a cyclical cataclysm, the cosmic union between the earth and the sky, the opening of the world, the apocalypse. These are the esoteric origins of the pyramid and the eye. Over time, they may be combined with other symbols which give us more validity regarding the context of our claims. Tentacles are often added to the picture in modern pop culture, representing the twisting plasma from above reaching down into our world like the illuminated fingers of some heavenly being. Often, actual fingers are added, sometimes snakes. When the magnetic barrier around the world goes back up, the red plasma is cut off from its source and trapped within the dome of the world once more. It may be seen spilling out from between the two circles, creating what looks like a tongue, a beak, a beard, a flute, or other such images of plasma emerging from the circle above. The column of light becomes Jacob's ladder, Jack's beanstalk, the feather of Mahat, the stairway to heaven, the thunderbird, the phoenix, the world tree, the cross, the vajra, the ankh, the spread eagle, the tree of life, Yggdrasil, grandmother spider, the burning man, the fountain of youth, the chalice of Christ, Atlas, the thunderbolt of the gods, Thoth, Kokopelli, and so much more. The circles of light above become the eye of God, the eye of protection, the evil eye, Medusa's head, Kali's face, the mouth of Kronos, the crown of Christ, the halo, and so on and so on. The column of light and the eye in the sky remain until the next polarity reversal. The column of light will retreat back into the earth, the domes above will go dark, the holes become invisible, and inhabitants of the world will fall into a slumber, forgetting all about the cataclysm and therefore the meaning behind the symbol that we now call the all-seeing eye.